Dayton, Ohio.
Well, Barack Obama issued a statement praising the pick as a sign that, quote, old barriers are falling. He and his running mate Joe Biden suddenly found themselves shoved off center stage by this announcement. Obama will be on stage with Hillary Clinton today. They are both at a memorial service for a congresswoman in Cleveland. Observers will be watching to see if they've really put their differences behind them. Well, the political drama between Obama and Clinton is just one of the reasons why the Democratic Convention was so closely watched by political pundits. So how did the convention come off to observers from around the world? Well, we're joined by Nigerian Senator Ike Ekweremadu from Washington. He's one of 5 Nigerian senators invited to this convention. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Senator. So what are your impressions after watching this convention? What are you going to take home?
Well, it was quite impressive. Let me start by thanking the NDI for making it possible for me to be part of that convention. The National Democratic Institute organized the International Leaders Forum, which I attended with the other world leaders. And as part of the program, we go to the convention center to watch the convention program every evening.
So now your country is going through reforms, electoral reforms after a controversial election. What are you going to take home? What is the single most important impression and advice that you would go home and say we could change things in this way?
Yes, I used the opportunity of the International Leaders Forum to meet with Madam Albright, who monitored the Nigerian election, and she came up with her own impressions. I assured her that we are doing everything possible to improve our system. And the opportunity of witnessing the Democratic Convention afforded me also a window to witness what the internal democracy is like in America. So we intend to improve our internal democracy when we get back home. We'll have an opportunity of sharing our experience with our colleagues at home, such that in future elections we ensure that the voters at the level of the primaries of the parties get involved, just like the American system, where we can go from state to state, hold our primaries, and candidates will have opportunity of meeting with these delegates, who either make commitments to the delegates or they come to the convention, and then they vote, and then their vote will count.
In your country, there is a huge outpouring of support for Barack Obama, so much so that there is a group actually which raised money for him, and the Obama campaign had to say that it's illegal according to the U.S. Constitution for outside groups to contribute, so they can't accept this money. How do you explain this Obama phenomenon?
Well, Obama represents the face of change, and we in Nigeria, not just Nigeria alone, but we in entire Africa, believe that the Obama presidency will bring Africa closer to the American administration, because we believe that America has so much to offer to the world, and we believe that the Obama presidency represents the face of a new American foreign policy. We are hoping that his presidency will also help us to institutionalize our democracy and help us in other many ways as a developing country. So it's for us a lifetime opportunity to get involved with a higher level of democratic ideals.
What if John McCain wins?
Well, if John McCain wins, of course, we've had a long-standing relationship with America. So, but we believe that usually in democratic, when we have a democratic presidency from the Democratic Party, there is usual intense relations between Africa and the government in Washington. So we do hope that we see that also in Obama's presidency. But if McCain do win, we don't expect anything to change in terms of our approach, our attitude to the American government.
All right, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, thank you so much for speaking with us.
My pleasure.
Well, from Denver, Colorado, CNN's extensive coverage of the U.S. political convention moves to the U.S. state of Minnesota. The Republican National Convention begins on Monday in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and our own Jonathan Mann and Aisha Sese will be reporting live. And each night of the convention, we will have 5 hours of live coverage and analysis beginning at 2200 GMT. Thailand's prime minister vows that he will not quit, but the protesters who have occupied his compound said that they won't quit either. Protesters clashed with riot police the day before, but now they're getting ready for more clashes. They call the government corrupt and demand that the Prime Minister resign, something he says he won't do.
I am here to confirm to you all, with the people, that I, Mr. Samak Sanuwe, Prime Minister, will still do my duty